Hello friends, my name is Samrudh and today I'm going to show you calligraphy writing. I'm going to write and show you how to write the alphabets A to Z in calligraphy. For that, I have to teach you some strokes. The first stroke is the thin stroke. So the thin stroke is the line which goes up. Okay? Now the second stroke is the thick stroke. The thick stroke comes down. So the line which comes down, we have to double it. So to draw an extra line like this, and you have to fill the color inside that. I'm using a pen to write this, but you can use anything to write. For example, color pencils, sketch pens, brush pens, etc. Now the third stroke is the underturn. The underturn is like a U shape. So first write a U, and here you have to apply the thick stroke. The line which goes down, we have to double it, and which the line goes up, we have to not double it. Now we have to fill the color inside that. Okay, this line goes down and this line goes up. Now the fourth stroke is the overturn. So the overturn is like N, or the opposite of U. Now this is the line which goes up, and this is the line which comes down. So we have to apply the thick stroke over here again. Double the line which comes down and fill the color inside that. This is the overturn. Now I'm going to show you the fifth stroke, that is the descender stroke. The descender stroke is, we have to come down and a circle and go up. So again the rule applies over here. This line comes down, this line goes up. Now we have to take out the line which comes down, and we have to fill it. This is the descender stroke. Now the sixth stroke is the ascender stroke. The ascender stroke is, write a curve, draw a circle and come down. The rule applies here as well. This line goes up, this line also goes up, and this line comes down. This line comes down. So we have to thicker this line. After you thicken, you have to fill the color inside that. The ascender stroke is also done. Now the last stroke, which is the seventh stroke, is the O stroke. There are two types of O strokes. The first stroke is like a O. You have to write a circle. Okay? Draw a circle and you have to apply the rule over here as well. This line goes up and this line comes down. Now we have to thicken the line which comes down. So thicken it and we have to fill the color inside that. This is the first O stroke. The second O stroke is we have to take a point over here. It's the perfectly opposite of the first O stroke. Draw a circle from the point. Yes. Draw a circle. Now we have to apply the rule again. This line goes up, this line comes down, and this line again goes up. Now we have to thicken the line which comes down. And we have to fill the color. So these are the strokes which are main in the calligraphy. Now I'll show you the alphabets which can be written using these strokes. The first alphabet is A. So for the letter A, we need a thin stroke plus the first O stroke plus the U stroke. Now we have to combine all of these. First the thin stroke, then the first O stroke, and then the undertone. Now we have to apply the rule. Now this line goes up, no changes, but this line comes down. We have to thicken it. And this line also comes down. Now thicken the lines and fill the lines which come down. So this is the alphabet A. The second alphabet is B. Okay, for the letter B, we need a thin stroke plus an ascender stroke plus the O stroke. First O stroke. We have to combine all of these. First the thin stroke, then the ascender stroke, then the O stroke. The thin stroke should be like that, and now this line comes down. We have to thicken it, and we have to thicken this line as well. Now fill inside the thickened lines. Now the third alphabet is C. For C, we need a thin stroke plus a C stroke. By combining this, thin stroke and a C stroke. Now, you have to thicken the lines which come down. This is the line which comes down. You have to thicken it and we have to color it. This is the alphabet C. Now the fourth alphabet is D. For the fourth alphabet, we will need a thin stroke plus an O stroke plus an ascender stroke plus an other thin stroke, which equals thin stroke, an O stroke, an ascender stroke, and a thin stroke. Now we have to thicken the lines which come down. Now thicken it. This line comes down and this also comes down. Now fill inside the thickened lines. This is the letter D. Now let's move to the fifth alphabet. The fifth alphabet is E. For writing the fifth alphabet, we need a thin stroke plus an E stroke. Now we have to combine it. Thin stroke and an E stroke. Now we have to double the lines which come down. Double it and we have to fill inside the doubled lines. This is the letter E. Now let's move to the sixth alphabet, which is F. For writing the F, we need a thin stroke plus an ascender stroke plus the descender stroke, which equals, we have to combine. So first is the thin stroke, then the ascender stroke, and then the descender stroke. Now we have to double the lines which come down. Double it and we have to color inside the double lines. This is the rule which applies to all the alphabets from A to Z. Now the seventh alphabet is G. To write the letter G, we need a thin stroke plus an O stroke plus a descender stroke, which equals the thin stroke plus this O stroke and the descender stroke. Now thicker the lines which come down. Thicken it, and then we have to color inside the thickened lines. For writing the 8th letter, which is H, to write the 8th alphabet, we need a thin stroke plus an ascender stroke plus overturn plus a thin stroke, which equals thin stroke, sender stroke, overturn and a thin stroke. Now we have to double the lines which come down. Double it.